Welcome back, everyone. During the break, we realised that actually witnessing Kelariis coming to despair triggers another despair check for Simonian V, so we're going to do that real quick.
Yep.
Ooh.
I'm good.
Good roll by Simone as well. Save.
Yay! A+, guys.
It's almost like I have some being protecting me from despair.
Mm.
My rolls are just good. And I have a good modifier.
Okay, so, Vondal,
Charismatic.
you are investigating this vase, correct? Okay,
I would like to investigate the vase.
give me an investigation check. It's a
Nope.
very nice vase.
It's a very nice vase. Lovely.
Did you pick the vase up?
I'm giving in to this suspicion that is constantly building up inside me. I want to investigate the pedestal that it's on as well.
Okay.
Am I not allowed to be that nitpicky?
No, you can investigate the pedestal as well. Okay. Just seems to be a heavy stone pedestal. Oh, and it has a plaque on it that actually I think is in a language that you don't speak.
God damn it.
Is it abyssal?
No, it is not abyssal.
Damn.
Is it up, dog?
Is it up dog?
Wow.
It is not Updog. Oh no, you do! You speak Orcish.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Okay.
Is it Orcish? What?
It is Orcish, yes.
Oh, I'm really confused. Of all the languages. We're forgetting a lot of things I have, aren't we? By we, I mean
Okay.
Yeah, basically in what it says, where is it? First era ritual sepulcher.
Oh.
Okay.
Lovely.
You presume this vase is in fact a first era ceremonial sepulcher.
Lovely. I really want to know why that's written in the book.
Presumably because it's Orcish.
Presumably.
I mean, you could make me a history check.
Sure. I want to make a history check.
It's certainly Orcish in design.
Oh, lovely. I guess I will
It's an
check
orc
its
vase.
contents.
As you pick it up, you hear a rattling inside.
Is there a key in it?
Yes, there is.
I will take the key.
You're gonna have to turn it upside down and empty it out. Make me a dexterity check as you do so.
Oh, lovely. There's something else in there. Just a dexterity check.
Oh,
Actually, it doesn't matter.
make me a
Oh.
make me a dexterity sleight of hand.
Oh. Well, again, that's no different.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Oh, okay. So, as you tip the key, you feel the key. The key is very heavy and the vase is very light. And as you tip it out, you manage to tip the thing just enough so that it doesn't fall into the vase, because otherwise the vase would have cracked. But you get the key out.
Lovely.
Hey.
I guess I'll place the vase back.
You very delicately place the vase back.
So,
You now
So I
find
went-
you are now in possession of a heavy silvered key. It says Moon. Yes, it says Moon in. Guess it would say it in Elvish.
hmm.
Yes, the key has Moon written on it.
Just out of curiosity now, what else is in this room? And I'm assuming there are like like
There are a series of smaller pedestals. Give me just a brief history check.
so I'm curious. Are like I guess the thing I'm worrying about is like are all the like plaques and are they all written in different languages?
No, they are all written in They are all in Orcish, and they you don't recognize any of the other pieces, but they all seem to be like a collection of Orcish history.
Oh, Okay.
Like, this is the sort of thing you would expect to find in a rich man's house. It's a collection of antiquities from a particular era.
Okay.
There's nothing sinister about the actual contents.
I wasn't expecting orcish. But okay then.
Clearly a madman's obsession.
Activate reverse mode.
Okay. Lysatus is sort of like standing guard outside the door as you leave.
We have a key.
Okay. As you step into the room,
Oh, for God's sake.
both of you step into the room, please. Underfoot, you hear a click.
Oh, fuck. I knew this would happen.
Hi.
Hey, you guys.
And both doors swing closed, and you hear the heavy thunk of the metal bolts sliding across.
Lovely. Is that all that happens?
For a few moments.
Until the roof starts caving in.
Until you hear a grinding sound, and the roof begins to descend.
Okay, yep.
Told you. I called this. Did I not call this from the
You did.
moment I saw that floor?
West Wing, what's going on?
Fuck you.
Do we want to look around this room, or do we just want to get the fuck out of here?
It's full of moldy stuff.
Alright, let's get out of here. I'm walking out of here. Bye.
Okay.
I'm leaving the room.
We hold hands. We walk.
We holding hands and walking in a line.
V can hold your hand and sort of like lead you.
Okay, do you want to go through this door that's slightly ajar, or do you want to keep going forward?
We can go through the door. That's fine.
Okay.
Push open the door.
You push open the door, you see what you can see. Although as you proceed down this, the walls on the side are slightly different to the corridor you've entered before. The wallpaper in here it's red on the bottom half and like a pale yellowish white on the top, and there's like a wooden like detailing that runs halfway along the room that seems to be painted a faded gold.
Alright.
Hmm.
Can I do a small check for traps?
Yes, you may. Investigation check.
Seems good.
Don't see any. Okay. As you pass by the
God.
room with the flickering flame, you peer inside. And you see a sitting room with a lit fireplace on the far wall. You also see an old man. Or at least the ghost of an old man. He seems pale and see-through.
Guess I'd sort of walk in close.
Okay, step inside.
So there's just a fireplace?
Yeah, you can see it on the. You should be able to see it on the far wall there.
Mm-hmm.
There's a fireplace. There's an arm, not an armchair, like a sofa. And the old man is sitting in a rocking chair, and he has a small table by the side of him. Which you have high enough perception to see. Basically, the only things on it are a book and a small silver bell.
Can I sort of call out to him and be like, "Excuse me, sir"?
Yeah, you call out. He makes no sign of having heard you.
I look at Kelariis questioningly.
Is he facing towards or away from us?
He's looking into the fire.
Oh. I clear my throat very loudly.
Okay. He makes no sign of having heard you.
Oh boy. Do we want to try and get his attention, or nope? Okay, V's going in the room.
Can I wave my hand in front of his face?
You wave your hand in front of his face. He makes no sign of having noticed you.
Hmm.
Can I have a look at the book that's on the table?
Yes.
Is it in a language I understand?
It is in common.
Yay!
It is a brief history of the realms of man.
I was expecting it to be a how to ignore those around you 101.
Should we just leave this place?
I guess.
Seem like there's anything.
The only other thing of note is the bell on the table.
Yeah, but I don't want to touch the bell.
I kind of want to touch the bell.
If you want to touch the bell, then fine.
Oh no, out of character, I want to touch the bell. Kelariis does not want to touch the bell.
Okay.
So, we're not going to touch the bell.
There's nothing. I guess can I have a small check for like passageways?
Yeah, give me a perception or investigation. Actually, yeah, if it's a quick look, give me a perception. You give it a quick glance around, but from the layout of the room, it would be very hard to hide a secret door in here.
Alright, guess we're advancing.
Just remember this room exists.
Yeah.
In case some weird shit happens.
In case we ever need a little silver bell.
Okay. Okay. Give me perception checks as you come around this corner with your lantern shining.
Like the up here corner?
Yep. V, you notice there is a plaque next to the door down the corridor to your right. From here, it looks like it says Safari Room.
Safari.
That's one of the places we needed to go.
Alright.
Well,
Looks like we're going there.
yep. This. Can I check the door?
You may certainly check the door for traps.
Can I assist her?
You can give her the help action, yes.
Yes! Finding a loophole, guys.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah!
Natural 20.
Didn't
Hey.
need it.
There is no trap on the door.
Fantastic. Glad I wasted natural 20 on that, but... That's fine.
Hey, at least you know.
This is
You know,
true.
you know.
There is no uncertainty.
Literally none.
That's
Now
really
they know.
Okay.
That doesn't look worrying.
Yeah, you walk into a small room, which basically on the floor is essentially a strange striped white and black fur rug. Make me nature checks.
Ugh.
Kelariis, you have heard of a zebra.
What?
Okay.
A zebra.
And that's what's on the floor?
That's what's on the floor.
That's interesting.
There are also 5 fearsome-looking animal heads mounted on plaques, which I would also like you to make me nature checks for. Just one for the whole lot.
Oh boy.
Okay.
Look at my +4 on nature.
There is the head of a giant ape, the head of a tiger, the head of a giant eagle, and what are the other 2 heads? a lion and a creature that that none of you recognize that seems to have leathery skin and a large horn.
Hmm.
Right.
Fantastic. Well,
So Wilson told us there was a key in here, did he?
yes, it is.
Yeah, Melson said that it's in the mouth of the tiger.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Did he say the
Yes,
line?
He said tiger.
Tiger.
Oh.
Yeah. Guess I'll check the tiger's mouth.
Okay.
Which one is that?
Shouldn't we check for traps first?
Oh, right.
What if it bites you?
V's thinking, well.
Okay. Yeah, you can investigate the room for traps.
Oh, I'm checking. Okay.
I think it's the same for both of you, isn't it?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. Can I?
Hey.
Oh no, you get +1.
Yeah, I get +1 because I'm smart.
Yeah, you don't notice anything.
Okay. Which one's the tiger?
The one on the far side from you.
Like all the way across
Yes,
the
all the way across the room.
room. Fun.
Cool. How tall are you?
I am 6'3", I think. Yeah, 6'3".
6'3". Yeah, you can reach up into the mouth without assistance. Then.
Cool. Oh. Can I check the tiger head first before?
Well, that's what you presumably did.
Oh, I thought we were
Yeah.
just checking the room. Sorry. No, that's fine.
Well, the tiger head is in the room. It is part of the room.
Okay, fair. I will. Is there a key in there?
From the glinting of the torchlight, you think so? It looks like a silver key in there, or silver something anyway.
Well, I'll reach in and grab it.
Cool. You reach in and grab the key. You feel something that was connected to the key snap.
Fuck.
The tiger's jaw clamps shut around your arm.
Yeah,
Fuck.
I figured.
You make me a dexterity save. Okay. Okay, it catches the edge of your hand as you pull your hand away. And you take 3 piercing.
No,
Is that still a charisma check for resolve?
Yes.
Wait.
Oh my god, Simone is getting
Oh,
quite
shit.
lucky.
holy shit, V. Fuck!
Okay,
Oh dear.
Kelariis, you take a despair.
Damn.
Oh my god.
You did all that effort to like get the extra bonus for the check, and you rolled 1 lower.
Okay. But with that, you find yourself with a silvered metal key that says "Sun."
Son.
Son?
In Elvish. Actually, I don't know if any of you can read that. Oh no, wait, Simone is with you. Simone can
Simone
read it.
can.
Oh,
It says
okay.
Son.
Back to the east wing.
The dying people.
Hi.
As the ceiling begins to descend.
Question. Would casting stone skin on myself and therefore making skin hard as stone in any way prevent me or at least slow down the crushing of myself?
Wow.
Give me an intelligence check.
Can we also talk about how this is going to be after both Arya and Lysatis get smushed?
Lysatis is fortunately not in the room with them.
Yeah.
Oh, just kidding, sorry.
You
can jump.
maybe you think so?
Okay. I'm casting stone skin on myself and I'm gonna try and break down that door.
Okay,
Swinging a hammer at the door with stone skin on myself.
cool. You attack the door. Give
Oh,
me,
wait.
yeah, give me just like an attack roll against the door. You bounce ineffectually off the heavy wooden door.
Fuck's sake.
You hear Lysatis yell from the other side, "Guys, what's going on?"
I'm gonna yell back, the roof's going down, we need out fast.
Okay.
I'm gonna try, can I try again before the roof gets too low?
Yeah, like it's coming down like decently quickly.
Okay, I'm gonna
Give it
have-
another go.
I'm gonna give it another go. Fuck's
Nope.
sake. Yeah,
Bounces
Arya, get
harmlessly
down.
off the door again.
Arya, get down.
Okay.
Under the 4'4" dwarf. Because I need to hold the roof up, hopefully.
Help.
Okay.
Help.
This is bad.
Give me a perception check.
Both of us?
Yeah. Okay. Vondal, you can't hear anything over the ceiling grinding and your smashing sounds. Arya, your elf ears help you a little bit more. You can hear Lyra barking outside, and you can hear what sounds like a weird sort of like stretching and almost like bone crunching noise.
Oh god.
Yeah, the ceiling is rapidly descending. It is it is just at the top of Arya's head right now.
Yep. Okay. Are the doors just? Oh, just. What are the bolts? Can I just undo a bolt? Or are they firmer than that?
They are much firmer than that.
Yeah, I thought so. I'm not equipped to do it. I wish I had an axe.
Me too.
I wish I had an axe so badly right now.
Or so fucked.
You're so fucked.
I pray to Tom for aid.
Okay.
Playing as a free action.
Yep. Unless you actually want to cast aid on yourself, in which case it does actually cost something.
Well, yeah. But aid wouldn't really help in this situation.
No, but you might have another
I
spell
as well.
useful.
I guess I might as well. Let's cast aid on myself, on me and Arya.
Okay.
Five.
You give yourself 5 temporary hit points.
Well, actually, they're permanently
Right.
added to max HP.
Oh yeah, okay. You gain 5 max HP for a short period.
And also extra regular HP, so just add 5.
Yeah. Vondal prays. You feel invigorating, but you feel like you're about to die. Make me despair checks.
Oh, fuck my life.
I thought that the spell check would happen as the
Oh,
moment
thank
you figured
God.
it out,
Oh, lovely,
but-
12.
Well, I think they were acting on it on what's it called? Like adrenaline to start with.
Yeah.
Vondal, you actually fail.
Yep, thought so. I've got 1.
You've got 1. Okay, so neither of you crawls down and starts to cry.
No. So,
Okay.
I'm holding up a ceiling now.
The ceiling is coming down. Arya, you're having to crouch.
Can I try to break down the door? I
Okay.
don't know what else to
Break down the door
do.
while I try and hold the ceiling up.
What are you going to do to try and break down the door?
Oh god.
Can I give her my hammer?
Yeah, well, you have to
Oh,
drop
yeah.
down the hammer to like try and hold the ceiling anyway.
Yeah, I'm gonna give her the hammer and try and hold
Okay.
the ceiling up.
I would like to use the hammer to try to break down
Okay,
the door.
give me a strength check because I don't think you're proficient in. Oh no, are you proficient in martial weapons?
Yeah,
I
Rangers are
believe
proficient
so.
in all.
Okay, so yeah, you can add your proficiency bonus to your strength roll.
+3.
You bounce ineffectually off the door once again.
Fuck.
Fuck this door!
Can I try again?
No, you cannot, because
Oh,
as the ceiling is coming down and Vondal, you're holding it with your hands, you hear a splintering and rending sound as the door is pulled from its hinges by a large black bear.
Oh god!
Ah, lovely!
Satas!
Exatus, you boss!
Okay. Yeah, I don't have an icon for her, but she is a large 4-tile black bear crammed into that very small corner.
Lovely.
Quick, get out.
Get the fuck out, get the fuck
Oh,
out.
fucking hell.
Okay. You stumble out as the ceiling comes crushing down into the rest of the room. The large black bear sort of like dusts its paws off. Lyra is still sort of like jumping around barking. And yeah, the large black bear shifts back into Lysatus,
Oh my god.
who turns to you, Vondal, and says, "That was close. You were almost a dwarf sandwich."
Oh,
Fuck you, Rob.
Are you making
It's out of
references?
character.
I literally stole that straight from Resident Evil.
Wow.
Oh, God's sake. Yeah, regardless, actually, like, genuinely, I was just to say,
thank
that was
you.
certainly welcome assistance.
Yeah, oh my gosh. We were almost toast. Or pancakes, actually, would be better.
Good, thank you so much.
But like the European kind.
Like the European kind, not the American kind.
Because
The
those are too
actual
fake.
kind.
Yeah. We would be way thinner.
So Lysatus just sort of nods and says, "Did you get it?"
We did. We have a key.
Oh, good. The sooner we get out of here, the better.
Indeed. Should we head back?
Do we want to check this door?
Well, that's what I'm asking. Do we go back or do we keep investigating?
Well, you know that you were supposed to head up to the second floor of the West Wing to find other things. Second floor of the East Wing, rather, to find things.
Yeah, we know something's on the second floor, but presumably there's a staircase to the upper floors. There.
Yes, but there also may be a staircase near here.
Okay.
Because very often when you get into houses like this, there is a large central staircase, but there are also smaller back stairs.
Yeah, I have stone skin for an hour now.
Yep. And I have temporary hit points because you burned your spell slots in a panic, which is great!
Hooray!
Okay.
It was the only thing I could think to do other than just hitting the door with a hammer.
Yep.
Speaking of which, I have my hammer back.
Oh yeah, sure.
Arya just steals it.
I like to imagine Arya just Indiana Jones'd it from under the descending ceiling.
Yep.
My hammer. Anyway. So yeah, let's open this door.
Okay, without checking for traps.
Oh fuck my life, Vondal.
It's okay. We're all good.
Nothing happens.
Oh.
God.
Also, if it had been like any sort of like spike or like a slashy thing, I would have been fine.
Yeah, it would have taken half damage from it.
Yeah.
That's true.
Cool, yeah, you reach the end of a corridor with some more doors.
Oh, 3 doors. Lovely.
Mm.
Because I
Wait,
love options.
are we 3 doors down?
Heyo.
Hey, so I got my joke.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Actually, we're 3 doors up.
it's true.
So we've gone from 1 door to 3. So actually, no, that means we're 2 doors up.
Can you open some doors?
Yes, we can. But do we want to?
Yes.
Okay. Can I check this door for traps?
Yes.
Closest one.
Okay.
Can't find any.
Good.
I'm gonna try opening this door.
Okay. It swings open.
Got some stairs.
Seems to reveal some stairs.
Which way do those stairs go?
Up.
Oh, how convenient.
Hmm.
Should we go up the upstairs in the direction? Should we go up the stairs that go in the direction we want to go?
You certainly can.
Wait, shouldn't we check the other doors first?
I mean, do you want to check the other doors?
I do want to check the other doors.
Cool.
See what's beyond the other doors.
Make me an investigation check for the other 2 doors, because I presume we're going to check them. You can just roll
Yes.
1.
Okay, yes.
Okay.
Oh, even better.
You find no traps, but none of them are trapped anyway. One door leads into a small study with a desk which seems to have been unused for an extended period of time. The other leads into a long portrait gallery. As you peer inside, you see waving from one end of the room is Melson.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Did you find the pedestal room key?
We did.
Excellent. Believe your comrades are getting close as well.
Excellent. Have you seen them?
I'm afraid not.
And one of those still in the main hall.
He steps out of the frame. A few moments pass. A few more moments pass.
Okay.
Steps back in. The horned gentleman wished me to inform you that everything is indeed ship-shape.
Excellent. Well, we're going to be... We found a staircase, so we're heading up.
He nods. He says, "Very good, sir."
And...
Just as you're about to leave, he says, "Oh, do be careful on the stairs. They are quite old."
Thank you for your advice. Then regarding the study, is it like just an empty desk? Is there like bookshelves in there as well?
There are bookshelves, but the bookshelves are empty.
Okay, so it's literally just entirely empty.
Yeah, it looks like it's been emptied in favor of moving everything somewhere else.
Right, upstairs then.
Okay, you head in and you head up the stairs. There is another small door that seems to lead into sort of like a wine cellar or something under the stairs, but you don't seem particularly interested in that, so I guess you'll just go past it.
I want to check it.
Okay, we'll check it for Arya's benefit.
Okay, you open the door, presumably.
Yeah.
Okay. It is not trapped.
Good, who fucking booby traps a wine cellar?
Paranoid people.
No.
Oh no, gotta protect my wine!
It is a cupboard full of wine racks with a couple of dusty bottles of wine lying around.
Yeah, okay. I'm not really a wine man, so let's go upstairs.
Going upstairs?
Yep.
Okay. I will
Vondal is not a wine person.
grab your tokens and take you upstairs.
Is it fine aged wine?
It's a human vintage, so by Vondal and Arya's standards, no.
Oh, good, yeah.
Wow.
Vintage, bleh.
Scroll up, you bastard.
To be fair, dwarven vintage is probably a little bit young for Arya's taste as well.
True.
Not by much.
Still by a little bit.
Okay.
Oh. Oh.
Yes, you'll have to... Oops. Oh god, I dragged you
Hang on.
outside the walls. That was a mistake.
Yeah, that's not upstairs.
Yeah. Now you're upstairs.
Yeah, there we go.
Okay, we'll swap back to... Oh, I suppose you guys can wander around a little bit and position yourselves, but we'll head back to West Wing.
Downstairs, boys.
The downstairs boys.
Alright.
Alright.
So we don't really have a way of getting this back to Illiranzale.
Not the way that we came, at least.
Yeah, we should try to look around. At the very least. We could go back the way we came and back to sort of investigate that other room, or we could just go right now.
I guess we could just go right from here.
Okay, yeah. You continue up to passageway
That's
and
another
it
long
comes to
corridor.
T-junction. There only seem to be 2 doors and a small path off.
Alright. Which way do we go?
Should,
I think we should go
Well-
left, maybe?
Maybe. Do we want to just straight up find a way out, or do we want to look around a bit?
I think the best way is to actually look around, because there might be secret passageways back. So we
Also
must keep
true.
our eyes
May
open.
well be.
Shall we check the room here then? I think that's a room.
Alright, can I check the door?
Okay, give me an investigation check.
Can I help her check the door?
Yep, you give resistance. Cool. There are no traps.
Alright, push it open.
Push the door open. Leads into a small bedroom, which again seems to have been unoccupied for a long period of time. There is a 4-poster bed, a small dressing table, and a bedside table with a small pile of books, many of them which seem to be histories.
Can I check the bedside? Oh. Okay.
Give me an intelligence check, all of you. Or actually, give me a perception check with a. I guess you can have a. By this point, you can probably have a +2 to it.
Good.
I'm also perception check.
Yeah, you can also perception check. Oh, okay.
Huh.
You'd expect to find one in here.
It's a bit strange that there's no mirror in here. Or anywhere really at this point.
Give me nature checks, both of you. Okay. You have no idea what that might be.
Okay.
Cool. Does Simone
I-
know anything?
Check out.
Uh,
the table.
Let's find out if Simone knows anything. No.
Okay. No.
Rip.
Yeah, can I check this bedside table if there's anything in it?
Yes, you can. You slide open the bedside table. There is a large collection of bookmarks.
Alright. Not that special, I guess.
No.
Nothing under the bed.
Right.
You sure you want to look under?
No.
Good. Wise move.
What?
Fuck off, Rob.
What?
Why did we give him advice on how to make things scary?
Anything in the drawer thing?
In the dresser.
Yeah, that.
There is basically the sort of beauty implements you would expect to find for the average male. There is like a comb, a small hairbrush, a series of tools for like sort of maintaining your nails, but that's basically it.
Alright.
Shall we continue on then?
I guess so.
Which way do you want to go?
Should we just
Just
continue on?
going this way, yeah.
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 Okay. What?
Okay.
I don't like this.
Yeah.
Does anything that I can see from here look sketch?
Give me a perception check. Everything is totally fine.
I love the way you said that. Oh,
Nothing could possibly go wrong.
wow. Stairs?
Stairs leading upwards.
Oh. Also a door?
And a door. A heavy iron door.
Hmm. Does it look like it's locked?
You try the handle? No.
So let's check for traps.
Yeah, I know, right?
Not necessarily, you only jiggled the handle.
Sure. Can I check for traps?
You may do so.
Kind of wondering if we should actually open the door, but
You find no traps.
hey V, do you think we should open the door?
Yeah, it's best to be thorough, I think.
Okay,
Yeah.
I will open the door. Oh.
Oh.
1 second.
Also, I hate that he's rolling every time we check for traps.
Yep.
I hate the fact that I can see that there's something on the left of that fucking corridor, but there's no reasoning character to check, so I'm just sort of like, okay.
You open a door into what appears to be a storeroom, with a heavy iron box in one corner that seems to be padlocked closed.
And that's the only thing.
It's the only thing in there.
How old does the padlock look? What could I smash the padlock?
I can help with smashing locks.
Sure.
It's decently old, but it looks fairly sturdy. You could possibly smash it. You do have a magic weapon as well, which would help.
Sure. V, do you want to try your thing with the lock before I just straight up smash it?
Alright. I do the thing with the shape water.
Oh, you're gonna try your shape water trick. Go for it.
Yeah, it's been a while. Is it sleight of hand?
Sleight of hand, yes. Yeah, the water freezes inside the mechanism and... no.
Just no.
No.
Nah.
Okay.
Doesn't feel like...
Doesn't turn.
Hey, Kelariis, if you wanna
Alright.
just apply a whole lot of force.
Maybe that... Oh, wow.
The music's
Very
picking up.
Yeah, it's just
I
this...
know, I'm scared. V, do you maybe want
Is
to...
this upstairs music?
In case something goes bad.
No, we're downstairs still.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's the same track, it's just a medley of music.
Yeah, V, do you want to step out or at least further back just in case something happens?
Alright,
Yeah,
send the door.
Okay.
that sounds good.
Give me an attack roll against the lock.
You got it. That was kind of shitty.
Your angle just wasn't quite right. It just hit it really hard and it just sort of pings off.
Can I try it again?
Yep. Okay, you hit it again. Roll me some damage. It's probably going to be more than enough. Yep. You with the effort of the magic edge of the magic unbluntable edge of freedom, you cleave through this padlock.
Sweet. I hope. Can I... Guess it's a bit late to check for traps and opening the chest, but... Considering I just cleaved a padlock off of it. I'll open it?
Okay. You push the lid open and a piercing noise rends the air.
Ow.
The screech of metal on metal. The box opens.
Okay.
Inside are what appears to be a set of armor barding, presumably for some sort of military outfit. Though it seems long since faded, and you're not sure what in fact, you probably make me a history check, but the DC is very, very, very high.
Okay. Well, I mean...
I'll go for it.
Yeah.
No, you've never seen this insignia before.
Military stuff. We need our smaller friend.
However, the
No.
useful thing that you find inside is a small, shiny ringmail shirt.
Ooh.
Which is chainmail armor.
This music.
I like
I know,
this
the
music.
music is so good.
I don't know what's up with that bit at the end. I don't remember that from the original. We'll go back
It
to
just
the...
has like a funky breakdown at the
Yeah.
end.
Anyway,
It's a chainmail shirt. Small.
it's a chainmail shirt. From the lack of wear and tear, certainly of superior craftsmanship, if not magical quality.
Ooh. Can I...
Mm.
I guess pick it up?
Yeah.
Look at it?
Look at it.
It's a well-made chain shirt.
Can I check if it's magic?
Give me an Arcana check.
Oh boy.
Why are we like talking in question?
I
Because
don't
it's just
know.
kind of weird.
I don't know.
Look, it's fine.
Maybe.
I mean, it's just a shirt.
Well, it sure is shiny.
That is very shiny.
Shall I have a look at it?
Yeah, go for it. Pass it off to V.
This is a part where it's cursed or some shit.
You
Yeah.
might as well hold on to
I mean,
it.
I picked it up.
Cool. Yeah, it seems to be fairly simply magically reinforced. It is, for rules purposes, it is a +1 chain shirt. There's nothing special about it other than the fact that it is warded against regular wear and tear by magic and is therefore stronger than most regular chainmail shirts.
Interesting.
Extra AC armor.
Yes, it is medium armor with a +1 AC.
Huh.
Not great considering what most of you are wearing or what most of you are capable with, but you might find somebody who's capable of using it.
Cool. I guess I'll hold on to it for now.
Well,
Unless...
as you
Oh,
turn towards the doorway, you see somebody who
Yeah.
might benefit from it.
yeah, I was gonna say, can Simone wear it?
Yes, she can.
Oh. Hey, Simone, would you, we found this armor in the box. I kind of, like, gesture towards it.
Yeah.
Do you want to use it? Take it?
She passes it through her hands and says, "Wow, I guess it would be useful."
You're welcome to have it if you'd like it.
Yeah. She puts it on.
5 minutes later.
Simone now has AC 16.
Oh, shit.
Shit. Keep exploring downstairs or do we go upstairs? Is the real question.
We could check the other side since we're down here. I don't really see a harm in it.
Thanks to the new system, you should just be able to drag yourselves there.
Yeah.
Fast travel.
Where do we go though? Do we go like
Wow.
here-ish?
Decide that amongst yourselves, and we'll go back to the East Wing for a little bit.
I put myself in a wall. This was a mistake.
Good job.
Oh dear.
Sorry.
Where have you
Amazing.
gone?
I literally put myself in a wall on accident.
Wow.
Amazing.
The East Wing has a choice.
We do.
So we have 2 western doors. There's a doorway and there's what looks like a room in the south wall, and the corridor turns off in the east.
Yes.
Maybe let's stick our heads in here first.
Okay. I'll poke my head around the corner.
Okay. You poke your head around the corner and
you
find
get chopped off at the neck.
a music room.
Oh, it's
Oh. That's not creepy as shit at all. The piano
Oh.
starts playing them out.
if anything starts playing on its own.
There is not a piano in there.
Good.
There is a harp, but not a piano.
I was gonna say, is there
Okay,
an
that's
organ?
still creepy.
Is there an organ? Or is there just gonna be out of nowhere? Da-da-da!
Da-na-na-na-na. No. No.
Suddenly a phantom drops from the ceiling.
There is a harp, a series of chairs, and on one table in the corner, what appears to be a viol,
A what?
a small violin.
So
A
basically,
viola?
basically, we can have our own
No, a
dream-
viol.
A viol? What the fuck?
A violin without the in on the end.
Between a viola and a violin. A type of musical instrument no longer made.
But yeah, with the harp, we can have our own dream sequences.
What?
Bling 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 bling. No.
Moving on.
Arya, can you make me a history check with advantage?
Yes. Doesn't fucking matter.
You know that harps are an instrument favoured by elves.
Amazing.
Lovely. Right, so now we have an extra door.
If only
choice.
you had some context to go with that.
Yeah, that'd be
Oh,
nice.
never mind, there's 2 doors in here.
There are 2 doors in there.
That's expanded our options by 1.
Yes.
that corridor loops around to this room on the right, so I want to check that out first. I will check this door for traps.
Okay. Give me an investigation check. Don't think so. Doesn't seem to be a very sturdy door. Doesn't seem to be a very sturdy door.
Okay. I'm going to try and push it open then. Or pull it open, whichever one it is.
You push it open. It leads into a store cupboard.
Oh.
Contains more musical instruments.
Oh, lovely.
Yay.
Alright. Again, I would have had some serious problems if that was booby traps, so let's just leave that alone. Might as well try this other door one on.
Okay.
Gonna check the traps and open it.
Okay, give me investigation.
Ah, suddenly I'm doing well, guys.
Okay, as you're about to pull the handle, you stop.
This one's trapped.
This one is indeed trapped. If you were to touch it with your bare hand, you notice that there is a small rune carved into the frame of the handle, which crackles with an arcane power.
Can I examine this arcane power?
Yes.
Try and tell what it is.
If you touch it, it will do something. Give me a Arcana check. You suspect it would give you probably an electric shock.
Do I know what, like, the spell was used? Or, like, anything about it?
Let me roll against the spellcaster's spellcasting stat. Probably not more than cantrip level.
Okay. You just mentioned touch it with a bare hand. If I touched it with, like, a glove on.
Due to the nature of electricity, if it was a metal glove, you probably would have been shocked.
Okay. You know what? I've still got quite a few. I'm just gonna dispel it
Okay, you cast Dispel Magic.
and then open the door.
Boop! Dispelled. It leads into a room filled with shelves upon shelves of books.
Ooh. Now we're talking. Is there anything interesting inside?
Give me an investigation check. Okay, you notice that all of the books lining these shelves are books on music, books about music, or books of musical notation.
Suddenly I'm less interested.
Except for one.
Oh.
One book is a heavy leather-bound volume. Again, the cover is probably in Elvish.
Which I can read.
Yes, you can. And it is a book about stargazing.
Oh.
Oh.
Something feels out of place here.
Yeah. Can I flick through it?
You take the book from the shelf. You open it. It is completely hollow.
Ah.
And inside is a silvered key.
Ah.
Written on the silvered key is the word Eclipse.
Ah. Very clever. In that case, I'm just going to put my head back out through the door and say, well, I found the other key.
Yeah. The status sort of is like, so that's 2 down, 1 to go.
Indeed.
I only hope
Now,
our companions
we know
found the other one.
Well, we know our companions can't get back the same way. Should we try and regroup with them, or do we head back with our 2 keys?
Should we check this other door?
There are a few other doors we can check, obviously.
I feel like we should check those.
Okay, we'll check. Well, yeah. We'll stay on this floor for now then.
Okay. Whilst you decide which door to investigate, we'll go back to West Wing. West Wing boys.
West Wing, boy.
Where you going?
Back up into the other side, I think.
Okay. You should be able to drag yourselves, can you not?
Wait, where are we going? Sorry.
I believe
you know
up
where the
that way.
junction was? Did that work? Hell yeah, I can't see where shit.
Yep.
I can't drag myself through the wall. Interesting.
No,
So
I think you have to, like, drag it around.
Oh, is it that fiddly, is it? Okay.
I think?
yeah, we have
I
to
think that's
drag
how-
ourselves like through the hallways.
I think that's how I got stuck in the wall earlier.
Ah, right, okay.
Oh, God, yeah.
That's a bit weird. Okay. Now I know
Well,
how
it
that
makes
works.
sense.
Okay,
You can't drag yourself through areas you haven't seen.
Yes.
Yeah, so.
Okay. So, you walk to the end of the corridor.
Is that a door?
It is a door.
Oh shit, it's a door.
It is a basically a metal door that seems to basically sort of be from outside appearances. It seems to be considerably more aged than every other door that you've been through.
Can we check the door?
You certainly can.
I will aid you as well.
Oh, thank you.
Okay. You do not see any traps.
Fantastic.
Okay. Presumably push the door open.
Yeah.
Okay. As you grasp the door handle,
Oh,
you
fuck.
feel something bite into your hand.
Oh.
God damn it.
I need you to make me a Constitution saving throw.
Oh no. Oh, for fuck's sake.
Okay. I need you to take 1 piercing damage and 7 poison damage as a series of tiny poison barbs sink into your hand. Helena might recognize this trap.
Wow. I guess it's one of my players, but they spotted it.
And I was the one who told her about it.
Wow.
Well, I'm not. Am I continuously poisoned, or is this just like? Ow?
You are now poisoned for a minute, and if I believe you can be poisoned, can't you?
Yeah. Can I just like?
Not be poisoned?
Yeah, can I just not be poisoned?
Well, no, you have disadvantage on ability checks for the next minute, basically. As this sort of like swims through your system and makes your fingers numb and your head woozy.
Well, I meant like, can I use my like 5 lay on hands thing?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Not
Yeah,
be
yeah, yeah.
Poisoned?
Yeah, you can
So,
just remove the poison instantly. Yeah.
Sweet.
You grasp yourself around the wrist, healing hands to counteract the spread.
Right. So step into the room.
I need you to make me
Despair
a
checks.
despair as well.
Oh, right.
All of us?
Technically just Kelariis, because Kelariis was really the only one surprised by this.
Alright. Thank Jesus.
God, we've
That
made
is a
lot less
pass.
despair- We've made a lot less despair checks than they have.
God.
You step into a solarium.
Oh.
If you don't know what a solarium is, it is basically an indoor room with a glass ceiling, filled with plants, and is basically like sun loungers and stuff.
Ah.
I was gonna say Beam
It's
is
What-
his favourite room.
What use this has in the Shadowfell, you have no idea, as all of the plants in here are dead.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh no.
It's no longer V's favourite room.
They are massively overgrown, though. Like the circles and the square indicate 2 pots and a planter, but the fronds from the plants spread out across the floor, like for maybe like 10 feet around them.
Shit.
It's okay.
But these are dead.
No.
Oh no.
Or at least appear to be at first glance, anyway.
Wow.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Brain just went, or are they?
I hope Elowen is okay in the Shadowfell.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Why don't you check?
Shit.
I'll check. Check on Elowen.
Okay. Elowen is a little bit like you right now, starting to feel a little bit droopy around the edges, but otherwise fine.
Oh god, we need sunlight.
Oh no. I guess, can we check the room if there's anything else in here, or is it just...
Sure, give me an investigation
Fine.
check.
Nope.
I leave. I exit. I don't act. But...
What unnatural one's you?
Yeah, you
Right.
don't find anything.
Okay.
Cool, dead plant room, guys.
Cool. Room full of dead plants.
Plants. Sorry you're dead.
Where do you want to go now?
Yes.
Oh, we have one more place to check, which is like down here.
Would you like to be fast travelled?
Yeah.
Close the window, that's not what I do.
There you go. You find yourself in what you would describe possibly as a tea room.
Oh.
There's like a large table and a small number of chairs. And there's like tea lights on the table. And you guess this is the sort of nook that you come to drink tea after having dinner. There is a door in the wall, however.
But like the dining room is nowhere close.
No, it is.
Yeah, it's literally just down the corridor.
Oh.
It was the room you came through with the big room. Where the door closed behind you.
Okay, okay, I remember. Alright. I'll check the next door here.
Okay, give me an investigation.
I'll help.
You really got this tag team down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We need to, okay?
There is nothing.
Okay. Alright. Let's investigate this tiny ass corridor.
Totally not sketch at all.
Turns into quite a long corridor with some stairs at the end
Oh,
that also lead up.
Ah, well, that's convenient.
I guess we can just go these ones, I guess.
Okay, Kelariis, give me a perception check as you walk forward. V, you spot this anyway.
Oh,
Okay.
that's nice.
As you walk, you notice to your right a rather unsettling sight. As basically, in the alcove to your right, there is a bench, and probably about 8 to 10 feet above this bench, level with the stairs, is a long iron rail with some freakishly lifelike metal crows perched on it.
Fun.
Cool.
They're just there. Being
Just-
creepy.
Just there being creepy. In the torchlight, they almost seem to follow you, but like you can see from the way that they are basically metal that they don't follow you. It's just a trick of the sculpting.
Alright, kids, let's go upstairs.
Okay,
Yeah.
Fuck this shit.
you head upstairs, and I will take you upstairs. Oh. Doop.
Oh! Okay, I see.
Okay.
understand
East
what-
side, what you doing?
opening this closest door?
You cannot. There is no door handle.
No.
Okay.
Is there a keyhole?
No.
It's
Okay.
just...
It is just a door.
Is it not just pushable?
You push it, but it is held in place by a door handle mechanism.
So we clearly can't open it from this side.
Okay.
Weird. Let's try this one then.
Okay.
I'll check it for traps.
Check it for traps.
Okay, no.
Okay.
So I'm going to try and open the door.
Push the door open. Leads into another corridor.
Oh, I love corridors. Nothing I love more than a good corridor.
I wonder if this will meet up with that other.
Certainly looks like it will. I think I want to go the other way, though.
Which way? Left?
West. Yeah, west.
Okay. You walk around to the west.
This door traps.
Check it.
For God's sake. I'm back to rolling shit investigation, guys.
You give it a once over, don't see anything, push it open, and encounter a large study.
Yeah, this is the biggest study.
Yes. It seems this is where the majority of the books were moved.
Does that other door actually have any kind of way to open it from this side?
Yes, it does.
So I take it if the longer one is a bookshelf, or is that like?
The long one is a long desk. The metal one is the largest bookshelf in the room.
Okay. Is there anything on the desk?
A number of half-written letters. Most of which are in common. Whoever is writing to them seems to be writing to members of house staff, including Milson and a where is he? Another one is addressed to Rin, who appears to be a farrier, from what you can tell from the contents of the letter.
I was gonna say, is there anything interesting in these letters, or is it just kind of personal letters?
No, it's house maintenance more than anything.
Yeah.
The writer seems to be upset at the general state that the house is in.
Okay. Can I have a look over the bookshelves?
Yes, you can. There are a number of books on tactics and warfare on these shelves.
Take some of these for Grim.
You can if you want.
Is that the majority? Is that basically all it is?
Yeah, tactics, warfare, historic battles, a couple of books of like general literature.
That's the thing.
No fiction. Sorry.
Well, can I sort of look through for anything to do with the human elf war? That's sort of that was related to the.
Give me an investigation.
Vanilla.
You find a couple of books that touch on the subject.
Okay. Yeah, can I just take them then?
Yes. Stuff them in your pack.
Might be handy.
Okay.
I guess I'm moving on.
Yeah, you grab the three that seem most applicable.
Okay.
Okay.
Down the corridor.
I'll let you explore the rest of that corridor because there's multiple ways to go in that corridor, and we will go back to East Wing. Sorry, West Wing.
West Wing.
West Wing, boys. Yes. In front of you is a like a wooden door, similar to the other ones that you've sort of seen before.
Right. I'll check it.
You check it.
Well,
You push the door open.
corridors.
More
shit.
corridors. They
Our
seem to go
favorite
on
thing.
forever.
Find this place.
It's not Kara. Rich people are rich. They have a lot of corridors.
As you come around this corner, you notice the wall opposite you on your left. Leading down here seem to be like a number of like landscape paintings proceeding down a large hallway.
Alright.
Can we check this? This room before we move on.
You want to check there?
Yes. I will check the door first.
Okay, you check the door for traps.
Ah,
Team safe.
Whoops! Dice is
Holy
escaping.
Whoopsie.
Okay.
Goodbye, dice.
You push the door open. As you do so, give me a wisdom save.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, that's more than enough to pass. You push the door open, and as you do so, you hear a faint, like, fizzle. Like, almost like the sound of the sound of a candle wick being aggressively extinguished. And you feel sort of like a weird sort of like tug at the back of your mind, but you shrug it off, and nothing happens.
Oh.
Well, that's weird.
Yes, you expect you were supposed to be the victim of an illusion spell,
Oh, fantastic.
but it did not trigger.
Cool.
Well, it did, but you resisted it.
Cool. V, could you bring your light over here?
Okay. It seems to lead to another set of another set of stairs leading down, which you presume links up with the set of stairs that you were at previously.
Nice. Convenient.
How convenient. I just want to check this corner.
There is, as you go down, on your right, there is a door, but this door is barred from this side with some very heavy bars, and has a note pinned to the wood that in common reads, "No entry without the master's permission."
Well, the master is fucking dead, so...
Does it look like we'll be able to open the door if we, I don't know, we can remove the bars at all?
Give me an investigation check. Okay. You can find no way to retract the bars.
Hmm.
Alright.
Well... Should we make note of it and... maybe deactivating everything else will also retract the bars?
Good point.
We'll just remember it's here, I guess.
Do you want to go via the painting thing, or do you want to go this way?
I just want to see what this is right down here.
I'll mention as you walk around this, it's actually a vision blocker on the map, but you could probably see through it if you were to put your face up close to it. Basically, there is an elaborate carved iron mesh that runs around the top of the stairwell. That is it's basically carved like creepers and vines reaching up to the ceiling, to the point where it's basically almost impossible to see through, but you can sort of still see through little gaps of it. It's very ornamental. And it seems to be made of some sort of metal.
Interesting.
Stylistic choices.
Don't want to touch that, but interesting. Oh boy.
God.
Yeah, it basically runs around the outside of the stairs, so that there's stairs up, and then you have to walk around them to get to the other side.
Holy shit.
This fucking corridor, man. Holy fuck.
Yep.
I'm so sketch.
Corridor adventures.
Nope.
That's a door.
It is
That's
a
the
door.
And something. Oh, 2-door.
2 doors.
2 doors.
Shall we start with this one then?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll help
Well-
with your investigation.
Okay. Okay. You find no traps. You push it open. It leads out onto a balcony.
Oh.
It's a corridor, but there isn't really anything to see on the other side of it. But you walk out onto an open balcony, and you can see out into the grey expanse of cliffs that is the valley that you are in.
How fun. It just goes around.
Yeah, it seems to lead around the outside of the house.
Hmm.
Interesting.
I just wanna know what's here. Holy shit, this balcony goes on for ages.
Yup.
Yep, it runs literally around the whole outside of the house.
Oh, okay.
Should we turn back for now?
Well, it's not quite the whole outside of the house. You're getting towards, like, if you were to look down from where you are, sort of in that direction, you would see towards the front of the house where you came in.
Hmm.
Well, if all else fails, we can jump down from here.
I guess,
Indeed.
yeah. How high up is this?
2nd floor.
It's pretty
Better
fun.
fall. Better fall. though.
Oh, right.
Oh,
Yeah,
right.
Magic broom.
Magic broom as well.
Do we want to turn back or do we want to keep going?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
Just trying to find a way downstairs, really.
Oh, there's something there. The door and...
There's a door at the other end.
Similarly back inside.
Yeah. Similar to the door you saw previously, except this time the door is barred.
Oh.
Not... this is more like a regular, conventional sort of wooden bar over 2 hooks that you can lift up.
Oh. Wait, it's barred from the outside.
From the outside.
What is that choice?
That's fucking weird.
Look, Afi does not know much about houses, but this is strange. This makes no sense.
That is really weird. Yes, can we check the door and then I will lift the bar?
Yep.
No.
Go for it.
Oh boy.
Okay, you find nothing.
Okay.
You open the bar and find yourself in a familiar place from an unfamiliar angle.
Oh.
You are on the 2nd floor balcony of the lobby.
Oh, hell yes.
Simone sees this and very quickly yells to Ilaran and runs down the stairs.
Oh.
And disappears.
Well, I guess that's done.
Yeah.
I guess.
Oh.
I wonder where the others have gone, or have gotten to.
Funny you should mention that.
Oh.
The others...
Transition.
Segway.
What are you up to?
Checking your door for traps. Again.
You are checking which door? Oh, that door to
one next
there.
me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Check.
Ah.
Okay, you find no traps.
Okay, I'll open the door.
The moment you push it open, you are surprised.
Oh.
Hey, look, something interesting other than the ceiling trying to kill us is happening.
You see a woman.
She doesn't look like a normal woman.
You see a pale-skinned girl in basically like a fairly modest white dress, and she seems to be cleaning. As she turns to face you, however, she makes no indication that she has heard or seen you. She also has a thick white cloth wrapped around her eyes.
Yeah. I don't trust this place.
She seems to be very busy cleaning.
Guess can I peek into the rest of the room?
Okay. Yeah, you peek into the rest of the room. It looks like there's a very elaborate carved wooden dresser to your left, covered in all sorts of beautification tools, and a large 4-poster bed in the corner. There's a door opposite that seems to lead into some sort of ensuite chamber. And in the far right-hand corner of the room, well, right-hand corner from facing you, there appears to be a large, a very large, what's it called? Is it full-length mirror when it's like floor to ceiling?
Yes.
Yeah. Full-length mirror that is completely shattered.
Lovely.
Cool.
Should we just leave it to it?
I mean,
Do you-
kill her.
Do you say that under your breath to Arya?
Yes.
She looks up,
Oh.
turns to face you, and says, "Who's there?"
A guest.
You say a guest.
Yes.
Okay. Give me a persuasion check with advantage. Okay. She seems to mull it over for a second, and says, "Oh, excuse my manners." Bows. Actually, she probably curtsies technically because she's wearing a dress. Curtsies, and says, "I'm afraid the lady went out. Can I help you?"
We're quite alright. We're just making ourselves at home, so to speak.
I see. Usually the butler greets the guests and has them meet downstairs. I'm sorry, you don't seem terribly familiar to me.
We're recent acquaintances.
Give me a deception check.
This is not.
Technically, it's not wrong.
Technically. I never said we were friends. Ah,
No.
lovely. I tried, guys. I tried.
The girl seems troubled, and then she says, how would you say this, I guess? Okay, I guess she doesn't say anything for a moment, and then she says, "Tell me truthfully, where is the lady?"
She's fucking dead.
Yeah, well, good. So, she's currently deceased.
Okay. The girl stands there, holding her broom, processes it for a second, puts the broom down, reaches into her robe, and pulls out a small vial.
Okay.
Removes the cap from it, and drinks it.
Good.
Okay.
She then begins coughing and choking quite violently.
Yep, I saw that one coming.
I'd like you to give me a despair check.
Yep. That's fair. Nailed it. Apparently,
Okay.
I've seen worse.
Okay, you've seen some shit.
Actually, thinking about it, I probably have.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't have
Arya, can you make me one as well? Because you're sort of
Aw,
witnessing this.
man.
You're seeing this too.
Yeah, you've just witnessed a
Oh,
girl.
man.
Okay. Gain a despair. How many are you on?
4.
1d100.
Oh no.
I am rolling high today.
There's nothing I can do about this.
Unlike us.
If Kelariis were here, then we could cure her, but I can't.
Oh, okay, so we've already had that one, so I'm going to roll another one. You witness this. Okay. You are so shocked and overcome by this, you are incapable of normal speech or spellcasting for 1 hour.
Wow, okay.
Whoa.
So I can't talk?
You can't talk, you're just like... You've just lost the ability to talk.
Well then.
Yeah, that, basically.
And
And I will say, on a natural 1, you run in there and immediately try to help her. Because you're pretty sure she's just ingested poison. Give me a perception check as you attempt to help this girl. Okay. You sort of like, you don't really know what to do. Actually, give me a medicine check. Okay.
Oh, nice.
You try to like make her throw up. But like, I mean, I guess how do you do that? Probably like stick your fingers down her throat.
She has feathers on her arrows. Tickle the back of her throat.
Okay.
Don't
How do you do
talk.
this?
I can't talk. No. Yeah, I guess I'll just like shove my hand down her throat.
Okay, you do that. She has no gag reflex.
Awesome.
Lovely.
After a few minutes of coughing and spluttering and spluttering, nothing happens.
Okay.
Okay.
She kneels in the center of the floor and seems in shock. Lysatus comes over. Looks at her like, what was in that vial? And the girl sort of looks towards the sound of Lysatus' voice and says, it was supposed to be poison.
I was gonna say, does she actually look alive?
Give me a perception check with advantage.
Oh,
Okay.
I got advantage.
You walk up to her and you sort of examine her, and you go to check her pulse. Where's the first place you go to check for the pulse?
Probably neck?
Okay. You pull down her collar to check her pulse at the neck. And you notice that where the neck meets the shoulder, her skin tone changes. And there is a line of stitches going down. And now that you take her in, her hand is a different skin tone to her face. And that in turn is different to her other hand.
What? Do I have any idea what that could mean?
Give me an Arcana check? No. You take a closer look at this. You roll up her sleeve and like there's a line of stitches around her wrist. There's a line of stitches at her elbow.
Did she actually have a pulse?
No.
In that case, Vondal's probably just gonna say the first thing that's come to his mind, which is mayhaps you are already dead.
She looks at you incredulously.
don't appear to have a pulse.
With no medical training, she looks at you blankly.
Okay. Okay, can I ask her? Okay, I'm gonna ask her. Why are you wearing a blindfold?
I am blind.
Fuck's
Huh?
sake.
That
Can
doesn't explain the
I-
need to wear a blindfold, but
But can I run like one of her hands over some of the stitching?
Yeah.
Like, sort of-
Yeah, you take a hand and sort of like run it over her own stitches.
Does she react at all?
No, she seems used to it. She's like a little bit weirded out that you're like holding her hand, but
Okay. I guess instead I'll just do it down a bit and just say you don't seem to have a heartbeat.
she looks at you and says, "Is that unusual?"
Yes, very much so.
I have never met anyone else with one.
Cool.
Thinking about where you are, that makes sense.
Yep. That's fair. I don't know what to say in this situation now.
I can't say anything.
Yep.
I, uh, um.
I guess I could make an Arcana check for Lysatis, because she... Oh, okay. I was going to say, she might know what this is. She leans into you, Vondal, and she says, "This girl... I think she's a homunculus." You have no idea what that means.
And that, I'm just going to sort of respond then with, and that's significant because.
Homunculus is a servant, crafted from the parts of humans and bound by necromancy. She turns to the girl and says, "Have you always been blind?" Which the girl says nods, and she says, "It was important, so that I could serve the lady of the house. No one was allowed to look on her beauty, so the only person who could clean her chamber was someone who could not see." Everybody give me a nature check. Okay. Lysatis leans into you again and says, "That would make sense. Banshees hate any reminder of what it is that they have become. They go from incredible beauty to a hideous visage. Any reminder of that is an antithesis to them. I hate it." She indicates the broken mirror and says, "I expect that is much the same purpose as our friend here serves." At which point the handmaiden sort of looks up and she says, "If the lady is really dead..." And then she just, like, she's not sure how to speak the rest of the words. She says, "I have no purpose. End me."
Oh, for God's sake. How do you deal with this situation?
Lysatus looks at you and says, "It would be kind. She is an abomination against life."
Okay, Vondal is going to notice his eye and like say to her like, "Are you sure this is what you want?"
She nods very, very enthusiastically.
And can I sort of turn back to Lysatus and just and sort of ask, also I suppose say like, I'm assuming I can't do so with normal means.
Lysatus says, she's not a spirit. She's a physical shell. You could destroy her with any means. I may have a kinder way of doing it.
Then I leave it to you.
She nods.
Also, since Arya reacted in the way she did to this, since Arya reacted the way she did earlier, I would like to sort of encourage Arya out of the room.
Okay.
To like.
Lysatus like goes through, opens the next door into what you assume is a bathroom. It has like a tiled floor and like a place to bathe in. Lysatus takes her through, sort of lays her down on the floor and begins humming something.
Yeah. And I will lead Arya out the other door.
Okay.
But won't encourage her out, as in I'm going out last.
Presume you follow, are you?
Yeah.
Depart, Arya. Come back to your wolf. Find. Oh! No, don't find comfort in the wall. Find comfort in the wolf.
Okay.
The wolf.
The
Because
wolf.
we're waiting for Lysatus.
Vondal, out of the corner of your eye, you see Lysatus sort of like humming to this girl, and then you see like she sort of leans in, places a hand on this girl's temple, and then there's like a brief flow of magic for a few seconds, and then the girl just like falls limp, and Lysatus just sort of like lets go, places like her hands over her chest, stands up, says a small prayer under her breath, and then walks away. And comes back to you. She says, "It is done."
Then we had best push on.
Okay. Give me an insight check.
Oh, me too.
Yeah, you can do. You just can't really act on it.
Nope.
Okay, so Arya, you notice that Lysatus comes out looking more serious than you've ever seen her look before.
Okay, well, I didn't think that was possible.
She failed a display check for the first time. Okay, you can move on. As you move on, guys in the lobby, what are you doing?
Good question.
Well, someone just ran downstairs, didn't she?
Yes. If you look over the balcony, you notice that Simone like runs downstairs and like holds Ilaran for a few moments.
That's good shit.
Zale just sort of like looks at it, then isn't really sure where to look. Sort of looks up at you, waves.
Waves awkwardly.
Waves back.
Hi.
I know, it's like waves back really awkwardly.
Help! He's like, help! I'm third wheeling.
I mean, I'll wave him up actually, because if Simone and Ilaran are both down there.
Yeah, sure, he comes up.
Cool. I'll save him from third wheeling.
We can try to maybe go a little bit more around here.
Yeah.
After all, we don't know that the second group has the other key, I guess.
No, you don't.
Nope.
We have 2 keys.
May as well look around, I guess.
We have 2 keys. We actually have 3 keys.
Yeah.
Don't know what the first one does.
So, shall we check out this door?
Sure.
The door next to you, Kelariis, is locked.
Oh.
Never mind.
That's good, I guess.
Should we go back to where we were before coming out on the balcony, maybe? Because there was another door there somewhere.
Yeah, you can backtrack. Do you want Zale to come with you?
Yeah.
If he wants to, yeah, that'd be nice.
Yeah, he'll come along and be your second buddy.
Friends.
Can't go all the way that far.
Wait for lovebirds to look after.
Okay.
Alright, let's check the door.
Check the door.
Just kidding, you didn't need it.
It opens with no sign of traps. It leads into an upper floor indoor balcony that seems to look down into the dining room.
Oh.
Oh. How strange.
Oh, another door. Exciting.
Yes.
2 doors, in fact.
2 doors.
Let's check this. Actually, you might have to ask Zale to check these because he's got higher intelligence than the both of them.
Yeah, sure, Zale can give it an investigation check. He is actually trained in it as well. He still
Zale,
rolls
no.
garbage.
Okay, well, if it's safe, then let's go.
Yeah. He says seems to be secure. Opens the door. There is actually another door on the other side, but it's like a sliding screen rather than an actual door.
Right.
Yeah, and it's like you can just slide it open.
This links back up here.
Yes, it leads into a sitting room connected to the long hall. There's a number of chairs in here, and there is a fireplace on the wall between the 2 smaller chairs. However, it is not lit.
This seems like it would.
I feel like this is like directly above the initial fireplace.
Pretty much, yes. It would be the same chimney.
Yeah, makes sense. Well, let's have a look at those paintings, but I think for the rest we've sort of seen everything here, unless there's secret passageways that we've completely missed.
Right.
Cool. East. Where are you going next? Oh, actually, we'll take a brief break for recording's sake, because it's been going for 1:45, so...
Cool.